Good morning. Welcome to the Do3 daily briefing for Tuesday. I never remember which day it is. Anyway, hope you guys are all okay. Beautiful sunny day. Lovely sunny day. I hope you get out there and do some running or cycling or sunbathing, whatever out there today. It's absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's going to be the last day of... Oh, so depressing. Last day of summer. And then there's a 7 whole months of cold winter. Anyway, let's be a bit more bright, shall we? Okay, so what we've got for you today. Just quickly, just a reminder of the changes of the swim times for the open water session tonight. We have what we're doing. So we have got the normal 6 o'clock session. So that's happening as normal. The 7 o'clock session has been pulled forward to 6:30, which means there is a half an hour overlap. Okay, so just try and be on time for your swim session tonight. It is going to be busy. It's going to be the first time we're going to have potentially 80 people in the water. All right. Now, the lake can more than handle that, so it'll be absolutely fine. But it is going to be a little bit busier, and it's going to be an interesting test for us just to see how the numbers look. But you should be absolutely fine. Don't worry yourselves about that. The quantity of people in the water, you should be absolutely fine. But just wanted to remind you that it is a 6:30 start rather than 7 o'clock. Because we're losing the light. Okay, so try and remember that. We don't want anyone turning up at 7 and getting disappointed. All right, so that's that. If you're watching, say hello. We've got who we got so far? We've got Corin. Always there, Corin. I thought you were in the shower. I shouldn't say that, did you? Corin just messaged me, so she's about to go in the shower. She doesn't always tell me that. Anyway, so morning, Corin. And Joe. Morning, Joe. How are you? Not expecting you to reply. How are you? James Hodges, morning from the Turbo. Good morning, James. Anyone else out there doing anything exciting? Not that turboing is particularly exciting, but anyway. Next thing in terms of the it's COVID. Open water and the pool side of things. We are obviously in the depths of another COVID spike. We're all hoping and praying, of course, that this thing calms itself down and goes away. And we're all hoping and praying also that the pools and all the things that we do and enjoy aren't affected in the way that they were before. So can I ask everybody who come to any of our training sessions or any of our open water sessions or anything like that, please try and remember to socially distance. We can't say it enough, really. Just please try and do your bit. We've all got to do our bit to try and make sure we keep a lid on it so it doesn't. We don't end up taking a massive step backwards. But if I can ask you, obviously the open water thing tonight, just when you're queuing up, just leave a nice big space between you. When you're getting yourselves ready, there is plenty of space around that lake. There's plenty of space. Just make sure you find yourself an empty space to get yourselves ready. And then when you're ready to drop the bag, put it in the bag drop area. And then again, find some space. You don't need to get changed in the bag drop area. You can get changed where you like, but that is just for you to put your bags in before you get in the water. So you know where they are when you get out, and we don't have them scattered everywhere. All right, so we'll try and reiterate that in the briefing tonight, and when you check in as well. So just again, make sure you space yourselves out nicely. There should be antibacterial wash and things like that around, or not wash, but hand juice, whatever you call it, around, yeah, so make the most of what's there for you. All right, so, and also just in the pool side of things as well, remember the spacing in the pool. We're trying to police it quite tightly, but things start to kind of get a little bit slack. We've got to tighten that back up again. Let's do our thing and make sure we can keep swimming and keep doing what we're doing without too much disruption. What else have we got? Yeah, smiley face from Corin. Yeah, I know, maybe I talked about the shower too much. Morning, Grant. Morning, Grant. How are you, Grant? Andy? Were you swimming this morning, Andy? I don't know. I wasn't there, but it was a Solihull session this morning. So hope you had a good swim if you were there. What else have we got? Well, without further ado, let's have a look at the swimming session for this morning. I had a lie-in this morning, so I wasn't there. But it was the same as yesterday, or more or less should be. Right, let's have a look at this. Let's get rid of all these on there. I don't want to see all those. So the session for this morning then, it was a CSS session. So 400 easy, so a nice long easy warm up to get yourselves going. Pop the fins on there for some alignment drills, doing some 616, 636 drills there. And then we did some torpedo push-offs, which are to focus on Nice streamlining push off from the wall. You can't see me there, can you? Let's see. I don't know why I'm not. I don't know why I'm not there. Anyway, you can do without me on there. I was going to do a little demo, but I can't do that if you can't see me. So a little so torpedo push offs from the wall, and yeah, really important to every single time you push off from the wall to do some really good streamlining, clamping those arms against the side of their head. Like this. Like this. Nice stream push off. Nice streamlined push off. One hand on top of the other. There we go. Now you can see me. And you get a good amount of distance off the wall. We get some kind of scrappy push-offs and things, and it just slows you down, especially if you're swimming in a group. You can lose time and drop off people's feet and things. So just think about streamlining, and also kicking with some swimming along with some kick focus. Every now and again, it can be easy to switch off and just forget about your legs and they just do their own thing. But sometimes we just ask you to swim with a bit of a focus, just thinking about what you're doing, pointing your toes and kicking from the hips there. So we did some of that. Build, and then 200 build, working up the effort level to 8 to 9 out of 10 just to prepare yourselves for the main set. Just had a message from Corin saying, didn't use fins or didn't do 616. So Corin's obviously mixed it up. Like I did yesterday, sometimes we do kind of make slight changes to the sessions when we actually get there. But this is the session that's actually in the swim plan. So it's obviously a bit of a variation there for Corin this morning. I know Mike was doing it because I saw him put a post out about bring your fins and all that kind of stuff. So slight variations. We always have slight variations across the sites, but it should be similar-ish. The main set there, then 200 at CSS +3, so that's threshold place +3 seconds per 100. And then kind of mixed it up and made it a bit more interesting, bring the intensity up a little bit with some fast 50s, 5 fast 50s in between, and then repeated that whole block through on CSS +2, CSS +1, and CSS 0. So a good challenging set there. That was pretty much, I would imagine that would be all you managed to get in today. I know we ran out of time a little bit yesterday because when I work these things out, well, this one's 4K. When I work it out, I don't usually add them up. I use the force. I've done this stuff for so long that I know more or less what will fill an hour. But a little bit longer this morning, so obviously didn't get it right this morning. But the last 200s at CSS +3 and the 400 slows like probably didn't get to that. But if you did that, that would be a 4K set altogether. So that's that. Let me bring myself back up again. So that was the training sessions. No birthdays. There must be some birthdays out there. Let us know if it's your birthdays. Corin, we did do some streamlining and kick focus though. Good. There we go. Really important that. Really important. A nice clean change. I was speaking to one of the swimmers the other day about a good quick turnaround in the water. You know, you do get some people who will swim up to the wall. They'll swim up to the wall and they'll touch the wall and then they'll stand up and they'll have a cup of tea and then they'll turn around and then they'll set off. You lose so much time. One hand on the wall. If you're doing a touch turn, one hand on the wall. Bring the legs up underneath you. Bring the other arm over the top and bang, you're off. Okay, you should be able to touch turn pretty much, or not much difference in speed to those that tumble turn if you do it well. All right, so it'll make your swim much faster. And when you're doing CSS testing, especially in 25, you've got 16 lengths, that's 16 25s. No, how many turns is that? 16 25, 16 turns, or is it 32? 16 turns. Then you can take half a second off a length easy. You know, so there's 8 to 10 seconds there just going missing, probably up to 30 seconds for some people because they're slow at turning around. So make sure you turn around, focus on your turns. It's going to be well worth it. All right, so that's that. What else have we got next then? I'm just going to click on here. Right, so Corin put a post out, I think it was yesterday. Lots and lots of things happening over the weekend. Haven't got fine detail here because we need the detail from you. What we get is we get information from athletes who are doing stuff. And we know, not our coached athletes, because clearly we know what they're doing, but the wider squad, we hear what people are doing, but we don't get results sometimes. So unless you tell us, we can't big you up. Anyway, so over the weekend, there was the Ullswater Chill Swim. We had James, Becky and Janet doing that. I think it should be 7 miles. Yeah, it should be 7 miles end to end in Ullswater. Anyway, it was too windy. They couldn't do it. So they turned it from an end to end to a mile lap swim, which for me completely changes the dynamic of the swim. You know, you go there to do a challenge, get from one place to another, and you end up swimming around. So I don't think it was quite as exciting as it could have been. Janet, I believe, did it in skins. Slightly crazy, Janet, but that's what we expect of Janet. And then James and Becky. I think James completed it. Becky got a bit dizzy and got out after 4 laps, I think. But still, an amazing challenge. So well done to you guys. I'm sure you'll be back up there to get the whole thing finished when the weather's a bit better. Becky, I know you would have done it, but I'm totally with you on that. I would have got bored going round and round and round just for the sake of covering the distance. But anyway, that's what happened. Just the circumstances. So well done anyway. So Saturday and Sunday, Blenheim Palace Triathlon. Lots of people from the squad doing that. Oscar Metcalf, Paul Squire, Louise, Andrew, Innes, Matt Taylor, Richard Eden, Alex Odom. Richard Eden, I didn't know you were doing it. And Alex, well done. Yeah, big day. I think there's some big changes down there for the Blenheim Tri because the social distancing side of things. So well done to all you guys that did that. Great result from Louise taking the age group win, and I think she was actually 4th lady overall because there was a man in there and he had to be taken out. So I don't think he intentionally went in there, but he was in the results. Chris, a chap called Chris. Couple of people did the Croyd Ocean Tri, a rough sea swim followed by a long run along the beach and up a hill into transition. Challenging bike route to take it all out take it out of the legs before the run. Mike Davis and Joe Lee for taking that one on. Well done to you guys. What else have we got? Lots of. I know Neil did. What did Neil do, Corin? Neil did some ridiculous 50-mile run. 50-mile run. Well done, Neil. You're doing a lot of crazy stuff at the moment, Neil. And I know Innes. No, not Innes. Clody. Did Clody do 100 miles as well? I think I've seen that pop up somewhere. So lots of good work being done out there. So well done to you guys. Also, Joe Granger, Boundary Park Tri in Cheshire. You get about a bit, Joe. Yeah, Neil did a 50-mile run. 50-mile run. Bonkers. Joe Granger, Boundary Park Tri in Cheshire. It was a 1K swim, 55K bike, 10K run, 2 hours 46. 9th place overall, 3rd in age group. Well done, Joe. Good shape at the moment, Joe. I know you. I've been working really hard. Yeah, Clody did a solo 100 miler on the bike. Nice one, Clody. Good stuff. Okay, so the only other thing to talk about really is the fact we have don't know if you know, but we have a Do3, what we call it, swim, bike and run gear swap shop on Facebook. We had quite a few people. Obviously, the squad is growing all the time, and the followers and the open water side of things are growing all the time. So we've got a place for you to try and flog your gear or swap your gear or whatever you want to do with your gear. All right, so we try and keep it off the main Facebook page so we don't get it clogged up with people trying to flog their secondhand, don't know, swimming costumes or whatever. So if you search on Facebook Do3 swim, bike and run gear swap shop, then it should come up. If you're not sure, then just ask a question in the group and someone will send you the link. We'll try and keep it all on there, and we want to try and facilitate all the swapping of gear. I know there's lots of people have too much money. They're not typical triathletes spending loads of money on stuff you don't particularly need, and then after about 2 weeks you decide you don't want to get rid of it. So there's lots of that kind of stuff going on. So let's see if we can give it to somebody who can make some use of it. What else was there? There was something else as well. Can't remember. Oh yeah, this weekend we have our long course weekend, Do3 long course weekend. It's an informal gathering of people. We're kind of suggesting that you get together and do a run on the Saturday, and then do obviously a swim. We'll time the swim on the Sunday morning, and then do a bike ride. We've planned out the routes for you, but that's on Saturday and Sunday. Got plenty of people doing that. And that may be a precursor to bigger and better things to come in the future. Who knows? I'll leave that one with you. I think that's it. Unless anyone else pops up with any questions or comments or anything like that. Sorry about yesterday. I simply had too much work to do yesterday and I had to get on with things. So that's what happened yesterday. But hope you enjoyed the sunshine, and I shall see you around. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Where's the off button?